Hey now, my name is Nick from Board Game Brawl, and this is your Kickstarter update. And like I said in my last few updates, January was a huge month for tabletop gaming Kickstarters. Let's not waste any more time and get to as many of them as we can. Epic PvP is a competitive card game that is being co-published by Fun211, who is no stranger to Kickstarter, and AEG, who is actually a major publishing company and has never used Kickstarter before. And while a lot of people are freaking out about that, I don't think it's a big deal. I think that this is really Fun211's game, and they're just getting help from AEG. And like I said, it's a competitive card game. It actually uses the smash-up mechanism, which is from AEG, and where you will combine two decks together and then form one deck that you will play against your opponent with. In this case, rather than ninjas and pirates, you have a race in a class a la Dungeons & Dragons, so Goblin Barbarian or Half-Elf Paladin and so forth. I really like the theme of it. I like the artwork. I'm not a huge fan of that whole smash-up mechanic, but I think the rest of the gameplay is significantly different, so I'm willing to give it a shot. Heroes Wanted was a huge hit on Kickstarter last year, and now they're back with a big box expansion, The Stuff of Legend, as well as adding a bunch of new content to the already existing game, including new scenarios, new heroes and villains cards, and new quirks. There are two completely new types of heroes. There are supernatural heroes who have great power, but it comes at a great risk, and there are mythic heroes who are all completely different from each other. So if you love Heroes Wanted, this is just more stuff for you to add to the game. Along those same lines, we have Exodus: Edge of Extinction, which is a big box expansion for Exodus Proxima Centauri, which is like the halfway point between Twilight Imperium and Eclipse. This is going to add more of the stuff that came from the base game, but also brand new mechanics, including combat cards and asymmetrical faction power. So if you love Exodus, check this one out. The Kings Abbey from designer Randy Rather is a medieval worker placement resource management game. You and the other players have been tasked by the king with building an abbey in order to bring safety and peace to the realm. But while you're building this abbey, you're going to be beset by plagues and barbarians, and you need to work together to stop those as well. Slaughterville by Christopher Brown is a cooperative survival horror game. You and the other players take control of a bunch of college students that have the different stereotypes that you see in movies. You go to this town of Slaughterville and try to put down this big bad that is terrorizing the community. It could be a vampire, it could be cannibals, lots of different things that are randomly set out, as well as the locations which are randomly set out. You'll go to each of those, flip over cards, take care of the big nasty that comes out, or pick up allies and victims, and try to put an end to the terror once and for all. My name is Nick from Board Game Brawl. You can check out my channel at youtube.com/BoardGameBrawl. This has been your Kickstarter update, and I'm reminding you to get out there and game every day and in every way. Take care.